Hello, I'm Jennifer Goodman.
And I'm Gary Wise here at GoodLife, and we're here to discuss a term with you, and that is buying power as a buyer. Jennifer, what is buying power?
Buying power, simply put, Gary, is how much home can you as a buyer afford?
The power that you have with your checkbook.
Yes.
Okay, and so talk a little bit about that. Like, number one, what does that mean to us as a buyer? What does it mean to a seller? And how do we use that as power in negotiations?
Well, Gary, those are really good questions. And simply put, buying power is understanding how much house you can afford and how much house you want to afford.
Now that can often be a big difference, right?
Yes.
Because a bank could tell us, hey, you know what, Jennifer, you can afford $1 million home, but in your own comfort zone and budget, you may say, gosh, you know what, I shouldn't be buying more than $500,000. But how do you really know what your buying power is?
You actually sit down and go through all your numbers with a lending professional.
Absolutely. So that's the only person that you can find that out. And it's so many people in the industry call it being pre-qualified. It's not. What it is understanding how much power you have when you're going to buy a house.
And that's really what we do is we automatically, before we really go and look at homes, we want you as our buyers to be in a powerful buying position and know exactly what you want to afford on any given day, because that allows us to really find you that house that you're looking for.
Absolutely. And in fact, we highly recommend that you do this before you start searching for homes online, simply because you may be looking in a completely different range than what your buying power is. And interestingly enough, it's not always searching for homes more than what you can actually pay for. Quite often, buyers are looking online at homes that are well below what your buying power is. So make sure that we get you in touch with a lending professional before you even begin that home search. So that's really what buying power is, Jennifer. The second question is buying power. What does that mean to sellers?
Well, quite frankly, Gary, when we're on the selling side, we may get an offer that looks good, but if we don't see that bank statement, if we don't see that someone is really qualified as a purchaser for a home, it doesn't mean a whole heck of a lot.
Boy, it doesn't. And right now, I tell you, it is so critical, especially when you're in multiple offer situations, to be able to present a very strong negotiation tactic. You might want to write this down. When you are submitting offers right now, you need to make sure that you submit proof of your buying power to the seller and the seller's agent when you write that offer, because that is a strong negotiation tactic that can help you beat out the competition. So that's the second one. And then the third one around buying power. As a buyer, you need to make sure that you are working with a qualified, knowledgeable real estate professional who can guide you to understand what your buying power is and use that to negotiate the terms and conditions of your home so that you can get the home that you want. And the very first step in that, Jennifer, is what?
Well, simply put, the first step is to contact us and we will put you in touch with our lending professional that we know you can trust.